We're in Santa Ana here in El Salvador, and it's our first morning round, and we're going to go and give you a guided tour of this amazing town.
And visit all these beautiful places.
Welcome to Santa Ana.
So it's actually Saturday morning, and we've come down to the main square here in Santa Ana called
Park Libertad.
There you go, and everything runs off this main square. It's a very lively, happening place. Let's just show you around. So behind us here is the main hall that you can see, and then you have the National Theatre is over this side. The cathedral is over there, but you can't see that yet because it's covered in trees. And everybody has just come down to the park to hang out, enjoy the weather, enjoy the market stands, and it's got a really cool atmosphere. We've come into the theatre of Santa Ana, and you can come in to have a little look around without seeing a show. The entrance price is just $1.50 per person, and it looks beautiful. Let's go and have a look around. So the theatre here was built in 1889, and in 1982 it was declared a national theatre here in El Salvador.
So we've actually come into the theatre area, and it is beautiful. It is 360-degree beautifulness. Look at this. It's very ornate. There's beautiful sculpturing, beautiful plasterwork on the ceiling. It's just so pretty. So in every theatre they have the best spot in the house for the VIP, and we've met Giovanni, who has told us about the President's spot. Have a look at this lovely space. It's right in the centre on the first floor. These are the top seats in the house, and what a spectacular view. And just outside this area, back out on the ring, there is this beautiful area where people would come to do like an exhibition of dancing or have some kind of special event. Look at the plasterwork, the mouldings around. How beautiful is this? On both sides there are separate areas. One side would be for the men to dance, the other side would have been for the women, and then just up on the mezzanine would have been the area where the bands would have been. And then just off the dancing area there is this beautiful terrace with these lovely columns. The building behind me is actually the City Hall, and it was built in 1883, and the flag on the top is the Santa Ana flag. We've just found out as well, it's really lovely to hear, but from Wednesday to Sunday every week there is a performance. So it's so nice to know that this theatre comes to life and actually lives what it was born for. That's always so nice to hear.
It's interesting walking around Santa Ana Cathedral, and it's an absolutely beautifully maintained cathedral, and definitely worth a visit. The outside of the building, the front is white, absolutely stunning. The rest of the building is still the original bricks, and they are doing a program where slowly each year they make a little bit more of the brickwork white. Amazing. Imagine making a cathedral this size out of bricks. So all the way around Park Libertad, there are food vendors. They are here all day, every evening, and they're selling a whole wide range of different products for sale. And definitely worth coming down. If you're fancying a local snack, come down and have a look around. If you're looking for souvenirs all the way around the square, there are these wonderful stalls selling bracelets and gifts that you can buy around the square here. So walking around Santa Ana, we wanted to get a snack and ask some locals, and they recommended that we come down to Ban's. There's wonderful little coffee shop selling sandwiches, pastries, and they have some seriously good looking cakes. So we just had a sandwich and a drink, $4.50 each. And we have heard from some locals that there is an area where there are some pools that you can actually go swimming in. So we're going to try and see if we can find where these pools are to show you guys and see what it's about. I can't pronounce the name of it, it's like a really long name.
It's actually the Naweti name, the Nawit
name, which is the local name.
A woman's beautiful place.
There you
and when
go.
we get there, I'll try and say it for you.
So we think it's probably about 15 minutes walk in this direction. And we're walking on one side of the road to try and stay in the shade because the sun is beating down on us and it's super hot. So we found the pools. It's $1.50 to get in, and we're going to go and have a little look around. So we're just going to try and find the pools here. Apparently they have 3 pools.
Natural swimming pools.
And they are natural pools. How cool is that? Cold water, they're not volcanic. Yeah, I think it's a really cool place to come if you want to cool off when you're in Santa Ana.
We actually did some research online to see the best places in Santa Ana, and this was not mentioned by anybody.
No.
We only have one day here, so we haven't got our swimmers, but we've asked them whether we can come in and film just to show you another beautiful place to visit when you come to Santa Ana.
There you go. So we're lost a little bit. He said come behind, and it's a really big complex, but we're just trying to find where the 3 pools are. Well, after that walk down to these pools that you can see behind us, it is so tempting to go and jump in, and it's a shame that we don't have our swimming costumes with us. But if you're in Santa Ana and you're hanging out and you want somewhere to come and cool off, this is definitely the place to come. It looks so amazing. And the gardens, there's gardens around here you can hang out and chill. There's a restaurant here where you can get some food. It's definitely, if I had another day, I'd be back here with my swimming shorts on in the morning.
Yeah, if you're somebody that likes to sit by a swimming pool, or even if you just need a break from the street noises and just being in a town, here you feel like you're in a beautiful country park by a beach. It's
there you
lovely.
go. And it's open every day from 8 AM till 4 PM. So another very handy thing here in Santa Ana is that they have Uber. So we've just ordered an Uber to take us on to a nearby church in the center of the town.
So we've arrived here at Iglesia de Calvario, and this is one of the top places to come and see in Santa Ana. So I'm going to go and have a look and see what I can find.
So this church is actually located on another wonderful square that's full of people, lots happening, street vendors, and it's only a couple of blocks from the main cathedral. So the park behind me is called Park Menendez and is literally down the street opposite the cathedral, which is there. And the other church is there. So it's Saturday afternoon here in Santa Ana and we are walking through the local market. They got loads of stalls here with fresh fruit and vegetables, a really relaxed atmosphere, and if you come to the town of Santa Ana then you should definitely come and have a look at this beautiful market. And if you're staying in a hostel here in Santa Ana, this is one of the perfect places to come and stock up on fruit and veg to do your cooking. And this market, they literally sell everything from toiletries to fruit and veg to clothes, shoes, bags, you name it, you'll find it here. Barbecues! Ah, perfecto. So in case you're wondering, this market is actually on 7 days a week. Certain parts in town are just weekends, but this particular market is every day. So opposite the cathedral and next to the main town hall, every weekend they have another market here, and definitely worth a look around. They've got all sorts of things from food and souvenirs, and a really nice relaxed atmosphere with music playing.
One of the other things to visit in Santa Ana is La Iglesia El Carmen, and for me the churches are really beautiful and poignant and really peaceful, but I've got to be honest, the views that you get from all these points are just really beautiful. You can see the volcanic dormant mountains around Santa Ana, and it's just beautiful. You can see the tops and the spires of the cathedral from everywhere. It's just a really pretty town.
So we're just walking around the main square here in Santa Ana, and just down the side street we've come across this wonderful restaurant called Kickass Place, and it looks fabulous. So we're gonna go in and get some lunch.
I have ordered spinach and mushroom in lasagna, and it has a couple of slices of garlic bread.
So during our time in Santa Ana, we are staying in the Sole Hostel, which is literally like 3 blocks away. The main square is literally 3 blocks this way and 1 block over. So it's a perfect location if you want to come and explore the town of Santa Ana. And this hostel is very new. It's only been going for 7 months, so everything is new, comfy beds, and you can find it on bookings.com.
We've got a lovely double room at Hostal Sole, and it has a lovely big bathroom ensuite, which is a real treat. So on the side of each, start again.
Suricentro,
Suri-
Sigua-Tehuacán.
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 Siga-Tehuacán.
Sigua-Tehuacán.
Perfecto. ¿Este nombre?
Lugar de mujeres hechiceras.
Perfecto.
Sí, lugar
So
de
this-
mujeres hechiceras.
This is actually a Nawit name, and it means the place of beautiful, no, a woman's beautiful place. Muchas gracias.